Welcome to my next video. October to November, December to January to February. About 4.5 months since I posted my last video. Which a lot of things can happen in 4.5 months, and a lot of things happened in 4.5 months. It feels really weird to be in front of the camera again. I honestly have probably gotten my camera out 2, maybe 3 times since I've taken that last video. I haven't been in the front of the camera for a while, and I got kind of used to it when I was doing the East Coast. So I'm just gonna give a full overview in order of kind of what's been going on in my life. In November, I started working at Bounce Hostel in Cairns, or Cairns if you pronounce it properly. So I just started doing work for accommodation, or doing hours in exchange for free accommodation. So I was doing 15 hours a week of housekeeping and getting my accommodation free to live there. And then right about the same time, I had the agreement with the hostel that we wanted to work towards my 88 days, so my work needed to be paid. So I took a position on our bar at the hostel, which was quite small, so that was fun. It was my first bar job, and I got to get close with a lot of the guests, while also I was getting close with the staff. Mid-December, I started training up for reception at the hostel, and I've been working reception since. And then very recently, I've taken a second position as working at the travel desk at the hostel. So pretty much every hostel you go to in Australia has some type of travel desk, whether that's Happy Tours, Peter Pan's. Started working there, and just about 2 weeks ago I started training. This last week was my first week independent on the desk by myself, and it was a really good week. So I feel like that meshed together everything really fast. So that's everything. But the biggest thing that's happened in the past few months is actually kind of sad, but I'm just going to call it a blessing in disguise until I find out what that blessing is. September, I don't know if I've mentioned it in any of the other videos, I went out diving on a boat for 3 days, 2 nights on a liveaboard, and on my 3rd or 4th dive, I ended up hurting my ear quite bad, and I didn't know how bad it was. I just had pain and something in my ear, whether it was water or whatever, for 11 days after, and I couldn't hear out of it for quite a bit of time. So I waited for that, and it cleared. I thought it was better, but I had some pain in November and December. Got really, really bad ear infections. So I had 2 ear infections, went to the doctor, they treated the ear infections, and then the 3rd, I went there and he said, I think you really need to have surgery, you might have perforated your eardrum. I can see a bit of a tear, but I'm not really sure. So this is just a general GP. And then I got a 3rd ear infection. I went back and he said, look, you've got to have surgery. This is actually really bad. So that was in the beginning or mid-December. Any health-related issue, I have to pay all up front. And then if I do have my private insurance that I bought for myself, I can claim my money back. So that was a bit stressful thinking about that, because my original plan for the past few months is to work and save money until mid-February, buy a 4x4, and then kind of start my journey north and then south and then west and then north again through Australia. So anyways, that was my plan. So it kind of threw off my plan. I started calling doctors around the area, hoping I could get in and get the surgery done quite fast, because he said that it needed to be done obviously sooner rather than later, and no one could get me in April. So I kind of ran into this situation that was really, really stressful. I was being told that it was going to cost thousands of dollars. It would be out of pocket. On the day before surgery, I'd have to pay all in full. And it was a really big stress, and I decided to just put it off for a little bit, and then I just started having really, really bad pain. I was getting scared that I might be losing some hearing. I wasn't able to hear my right ear for quite a long time. So I ended up just phoning all of the ear, nose, and throat doctors along the East Coast, going from city to city, because I'm way up north, and seeing who can get me in the soonest. And that happened to be in a place called Mackay. So it's about 8.5, 9 hours south from where I'm currently living. And they were able to fit me in the first week of Feb. So 2 weeks after I called them to make the appointment. weeks ago from today, I ended up having the surgery, went under anesthesia, had the surgery went well, chilled for a few days, and then I had my post-op appointment today. I went in and he said everything's good. The graft is not fully healed, but the graft did stick, so I'm really in a good mood because I was really worried. I ended up forking out about $8.5 grand Australian dollars, basically all my money, to then hope that the surgery would work. And it does have a good success rate, but obviously, like, you have all of your doubts and everything and reservations. So I was a bit nervous, but all is well. He said I just need to continue. I can't get in the pools, I can't get in the ocean or anything like that for like a full 3 months post-surgery. So I have about 2 months left of non-water or non-air pressure related activities, which is fine. But yeah, so that was kind of the biggest thing that's happened in the past few months. It's been really stressful. It's been resolved. I've paid for it. It's done. I'm working on getting my claim back, and all is well. I don't have to go back to the doctor, I hope. He said I should be good. I don't need to worry. The reason I'm videoing, though, is I felt like this was a really good time for an update in my life and what's going on, but also I'm going on one of like my only adventures that I've had since I started working, and I'm so excited. So since it's 9 hours south, I needed to stop halfway. I have 3 days off of work. I have booked myself 2 nights at Magnetic Island, and I've booked some other fun things I'll be doing there. I'll be doing a lot of relaxing, honestly, but some furry animals to be involved. You'll see that later. But yeah, it should be a really good time. I'm also going to meet some of my recent customers that I've booked to travel. Kind of cool. I'm going to get to catch up with my customers and see what travel I've booked for them and if they've had a good time and everything like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's nice to be back. Hopefully I'll have a few more videos coming out. I'm not sure what those will be because I don't really have anything planned. My life is day by day at the moment. But thank you again, everyone who does watch my videos. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please go hit that subscribe button. Show me some love, and I will see you guys later.
Baby, playing you through.